Welcome back to another episode of Jason's Bricks in 5, where we discuss Lego content in videos of 5 minutes or less. Well, you may notice I'm not in my normal background. I actually have my Darth Vader mosaic, and I thought that might be a good background for what I want to talk about today. Not sure how entertaining or interesting it will be, but it's something that I've recently done, and I just thought I would briefly share. Interested in your feedback. So, yeah, the Darth Vader mosaic, that's one that my family, we put together one night a couple years ago, and absolutely love it. Fortunately, we're not generally artistic enough to design and come up with something like that on our own. But the other night, I was looking at some pieces I had gotten, because my daughter, she had talked about wanting to do a mosaic, and I got the background pieces, and that never came to pass, so I decided I was going to try. So I went ahead and put something together. Give you a little sneak peek. Not sure if you can tell what we've got here. That's the thing about these mosaics, is that, you know, sometimes if you look at them up close, it doesn't look very good, but if you look far away, you can actually see what the image is. And so, yeah, so what I decided, you know, I was trying to come up with an idea of what I wanted to make, and you may have seen in my recent video I talked about my grandfather who had passed away, and I decided I wanted to try to build that with a picture of him. And so one night I sat down, I found a picture, and for those of you curious, there are different programs that you can use to design mosaic, instructions, I guess you'd say. You kind of decide the size that you want to use, and then, you can alter the picture, and based on the size is going to determine, of course, the pixels of the picture. So I ultimately decided to use a picture of my grandfather. Let me show you here. My cousin, he actually had shirts made for his 100th birthday when we had the party in January, and you can see this is the shirt that he had here. It's got my grandfather, and he put established 1923 for when he was born. And so here's the mosaic that I made. You can compare picture and the mosaic. I think it turned out pretty good. Pretty happy with that. So, up close it's not quite as good, but the further away that it gets, like a lot of the mosaics, I think I'm pretty happy with it, and it was kind of therapeutic to build, I'll be honest. I stayed up one night, I was up till I think 2 in the morning, because I just kept putting those pieces together. And of course it has to do with what pieces you have, but I was able to make that. So yeah, I'll put a link for the software that I used, but there's lots of them. You can go out and, just kind of, Google for Lego Mosaic software, and, it's pretty simple. You just upload the picture, you kind of crop it, and put that together, and that's what I've done here. So the hardest part is, like I said, coming up with the pieces. Fortunately, with it being a black and white photo, I was able to, have a lot of black, gray, light gray, dark gray, white, and then these blue tiles I actually bought at the Lego store. They were on the Pick-a-Brick wall, and I got at least a couple of those. I was actually going to do something else with them, but I think they worked out really well for this. And then I used some of the dot pieces from the sign to make the lettering here. So yeah, so there you have it, my first custom mosaic, and yeah, there you go. If I can do it, anyone can do it, I guess is what I would say. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Jason's Bricks in 5.